Hi, I am the voice of Bisbo Tamil. You can watch the same video in your languages on our other Bisbo channels.
Chapter 1 Backstory. It was Special Investigation Team Chief D. Karthikeyan who was given the task to track down the killers of Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi. When he flew into Chennai from Hyderabad on May 24, 1991, 3 days after the assassination of the 40-year-old Prime Minister, he kept thinking,
what if I fail to solve this case?
He feared he would end up like the investigators of US President John F. Kennedy's assassination, whose masterminds were never caught. Karthikeyan knew he had an arduous task ahead of interrogating hundreds of people, studying thousands of pages, decoding tons of wireless transmissions, and viewing over 400 hours of videotaped material. Added to that would be innumerable pesky callers trying to get into the limelight by passing on irrelevant information. Karthikeyan reached the cordoned off crime scene directly from the airport and immediately got a breakthrough.
Jai Hind sir, I got this Shin-on camera from the blast site. Develop the reel and find out what you get. And find the photographer.
Unfortunately for Karthikeyan, the photographer also died in the blast. But before dying, he had clicked 10 photographs. The photographer happened to be one S. Haribabu, a Chennai-based sympathizer of the Liberation Tigers of Tamil Elam, a rebel Tamil group in Sri Lanka that was waging a violent war against the island nation's Sinhalese government for a separate country, Tamil Elam, in the 1980s. The resultant havoc led to Lankan Tamil refugees streaming into India and bringing their strife here with them. So Rajiv Gandhi invited the leader of LTTE, Vellupulai Prabhakaran, to New Delhi in July of 1987 and spoke of his intention to find a solution to the crisis, even offering the rebel leader,
"Here, take my bulletproof jacket and I will make lasting peace for Tamils."
Next, Rajiv Gandhi and Sri Lankan President J.R. Jayawardene signed an accord on July 29, 1987.
India will send a peacekeeping force, IPKF, to Sri Lanka. However, we have no intention of taking over your country.
Big Brother India had got involved and everyone thought their problems would be solved. But each assumed the solution would be different, a recipe for disaster. I will get my Elam. I will subdue Prabhakaran.
I will be called a peacemaker and win the Nobel.
Rajiv Gandhi should have seen the writing on the wall way back when he signed the accord in July 1987, when during a viewing parade of a Naval Guard of Honor, a Sri Lankan sailor tried to assault him with a rifle butt. Sure enough, the IPKF mission fell apart as the LTTE turned against India when thousands of its cadres were killed by the peacekeeping force, eventually culminating in the assassination of Rajiv Gandhi to avenge the death of their comrades. Chapter 2 The Unraveling. According to Edmund Locard's exchange principle of investigative theory, all criminals leave their pug marks, inadvertently or otherwise, at the site of their crimes. Actor Iftikhar in the Hindi film Ittifaq made this line famous.
आप ये भूल गए कि कातिल हमेशा कत्ल का कोई ना कोई सबूत छोड़ जाता है.
And this was the case with the LTTE as well, which as a policy documented and recorded all its operations and hired Haribabu to film the assassination. With security now on full alert, 2 days later, Tamil Nadu police flagged down a young man for overspeeding his bike near Vedaranyam town. Identified from his accent as a Sri Lankan Tamil, he was questioned and after sustained interrogation revealed his connection with the LTTE. I am Sankar, alias Koneswaram, and spilled all when confronted with the photos.
Who is this one-eyed man? Our mission head, Sivarasan.
It was he that led a top-secret 9-member assassination squad from Jaffna, comprising of 2 suicide bombers, a wireless operator, Hawala operator, driver, and intelligence agents to kill Rajiv Gandhi. He told the investigation team how he was given a piece of paper before he left.
Here, take this and call up this number when you reach.
He told them how they reached Kodikarai on the Tamil Nadu coast on the 1st of May 1991 and what happened after he dialed the number that was given to him. Nalini Sriharan, an Indian citizen, was at work in a private firm when she got the call.
Hello?
She was the lover of Murugan, a LTTE member whom she later married. Murugan was sent to India by the LTTE leader Pottu Amman, entrusted with the job of drawing sketches and taking photographs and videos of key locations. Nalini hosted the 2 LTTE women suicide bombers Shubha and Danu and even accompanied them to buy the loose clothes they would need for the assassination, under which they would wear the explosive-laden belt. 3 weeks later, on May 21st, a human bomb Danu, wearing a bomb belt inside her salwar kameez, assassinated Rajiv Gandhi. Post the assassination, Subha Sundaram, Haribabu's one-time mentor, contacted his father.
Destroy all of his letters.
But they did not listen to her, and instead one day, SIT headquarters received a neatly packed envelope. Inside it were all of Haribabu's documents that he had kept in his room that revealed the names of Murugan and Nalini's brother, Bhagyananthan. The suspects were by now all on the run, trying to find their way back to Sri Lanka. But the SIT was hot on their heels. On June 10th, Robert Pius, the second of the 9-member hit squad, was arrested. A day later, Perarivalan, alias Arivu, who had supplied 2 9-volt batteries used in the belt bomb, was caught from his Chennai home. Bhagyananthan and his mother Padma, who were arrested the same day based on Haribabu's documents, revealed even more information, which led to the arrest of smuggler N. Shanmugam, whose men had received the hit squad on May 1st. A raid on his premises recovered 121 cases of high explosives and wireless equipment, and also revealed LTTE's weapons shipping routes into Tamil Nadu. 2 letters written by Danu and Subha a week after they landed in Tamil Nadu confirmed that LTTE were the masterminds of the operation, and that none other than LTTE Supremo V. Prabhakaran, the very person whom Rajiv Gandhi had given his bulletproof jacket to, had him killed. Only 2 senior people within the organization knew of the plan: Intelligence Chief Pottu Amman and Deputy Chief of its Women's Intelligence Wing, Akhila, to whom Danu's and Shubha's letters were addressed.
Dear Akila, we will remain steadfast until our mission is accomplished. We will wait for the right opportunity.
The letters explicitly described a test run of their assassination plan at Prime Minister VP Singh's rally in Chennai 2 days earlier. Nalini and Murugan's luck ran out on June 15th when they were both apprehended from Chennai's Saidapet bus stand. A month later, the SIT led by Radha Vinod Raju burst into the house of a LTTA sympathizer in Pambal on the outskirts of Chennai and arrested Chinna Santhani just as he was reaching for the cyanide capsule and overpowered him. He was the 3rd member of the 9-man squad to be arrested. Meanwhile, wireless operator Nehru alias Nero alias Gokul was regularly in touch with his LTTE bosses via radio. SIT even intercepted their communications several times, but the triangulation equipment could not provide a precise location. They were being hidden in Pollachi by S. Shanmuga Vadivellu alias Thambiana, a staunch LTTE supporter who financed the hit squad. In August, with SIT hot on their heels, Sivarasan, Subha and Nehru hid inside an empty petrol tanker and left Chennai for Bangalore. But the SIT team tracked them there based on a tip, and on August 18 surrounded their Bangalore bungalow hideout. Ready for just such an eventuality, they all bit the poison pill from their locket and preferred to commit suicide than be caught alive. All but the one-eyed Jack Sivarasan, who shot himself with a 9mm pistol. With his death, 6 of the 9 main conspirators had either been apprehended, killed or committed suicide. The other 3 were caught about a year later. 8 years later, in 1999, a 3-judge bench of the Supreme Court in a split 2:1 decision confirmed a 1997 Tada Court judgment that all 7 main conspirators, including Nalini, Murugan, Santhan and Perarivalan, be given death. Chapter 3, Reprieve. Nalini was convicted on 16 counts under Tada and IPC for providing cover to Danu and Shubha from being easily identified as Sri Lankan Tamils at the scene of crime, for helping Shubha escape after Danu blew herself up in the mission, and that she shared the common intention to assassinate Rajiv Gandhi. Of the total 41 accused, 12 were dead, 3, Prabhakaran, Pottu Amman and Akhila, were missing, while the balance 26 were brought to trial. 19 of them, convicted of lesser crimes, were freed since they had already spent the last 8 years in prison. Of the 7 that remained, death sentences of 3 others, but not Nalini or Murugan, who had helped in hiding and helping the plotters escape, were commuted to life in jail. Karunanidhi's DMK government in Tamil Nadu, who had always held a soft corner for the Tamilians in Sri Lanka, soon after the judgment officially requested Governor Fatima Bibi to support their stand to commute Nalini's death sentence to life imprisonment. Under Article 161 of the Indian Constitution, we ask you to forward our recommendation to the President of India. According to law, a governor is duty-bound to forward a state government's clemency recommendation. But she did not do so. Luckily, Nalini got a reprieve when later on Sonia Gandhi also supported the move. The wife of the slain leader met with President K.R. Narayan in November 1999.
Our family does not want another child to be orphaned.
Referring to Nalini's daughter Haritha, after which in 2004 the Supreme Court commuted Nalini's death sentence to life. Justice Thomas in the 1999 2:1 split decision that awarded Nalini the death sentence used exactly this argument. As the father Murugan is also awarded the death sentence, the mother Nalini should be saved so as not to make the child an orphan. However, the death sentences of Murugan, Santhan and Perarivalan remained in force until an irritated Supreme Court in Feb 2014 commuted their sentence, castigating the government. An 11-year delay in deciding their mercy plea cannot be justified. The story then dropped off the radar in the intervening years until one day in March 2008 when Priyanka Gandhi dropped into Vellore jail to meet Nalini, seeking closure of her father's untimely death.
Tell me about my father's assassination.
As Nalini unloaded her own heavy emotions related to the event, Priyanka wept. Now Tamil Nadu's other main party, AIADMK, in September 2018, knocked on the governor's door. Governor Purohit, please free Nalini and the other accused. But Governor Purohit and the next governor R.N. Ravi, again against protocol, sat on signing off Nalini's release order. Seeing the matter stuck, the Supreme Court intervened suo motu, invoking Article 142, which gives them powers under exceptional cases. Perarivalan was released first in May 2022 because he had appealed first and had already spent 31 years in jail. Under Section 433A of the Criminal Penal Code, any convict can apply for remission release after serving 14 years of life imprisonment. 6 months later, in November 2022, the other 6 were released, including Nalini, again on the basis of the same Article 142. In the 29 years she had spent behind bars, Nalini had stepped out of prison just twice. First in 2016 for 12 hours to attend her father's funeral, and the second in 2019 for a 51-day parole for her daughter Haritha's wedding. However, in her autobiographical book, Rajiv Assassination, Hidden Truths and the Meeting Between Nalini and Priyanka, Nalini claims,
I was unaware of the assassination plot. I was pregnant and finalizing my baby's name.
Many find that difficult to believe, and on the contrary, are shocked how perpetrators of terrorist acts could be set free. Chapter 4. Repercussions.
This is a dangerous precedent of pardoning terrorists. The views of the Union of India were not taken.
Even Modi's BJP government does not like the judgment.
We have filed a review petition.
The Congress too has distanced itself from the Gandhi family position and will also file a review petition.
Rajiv Gandhi was not just a father to Rahul and Priyanka Gandhi or a husband to Sonia Gandhi. He was an elected Prime Minister of the nation.
The power of clemency, however, has been used by the president a number of times, pardoning Govindaswamy, who killed his relatives in their sleep in 1984, Shobhit Chamar for killing 6 members of his upper caste landlord's family, including the children, Dharmendra Singh and Narendra Singh Yadav, who brutally killed a family of 5, including a 15-year-old girl in 1994, Dhananjay Chatterjee, guilty of rape and murder. During UPA 2's time, President Pratibha Patil granted a record 30 pardons, 22 of those related to brutal crimes, while Pranab Mukherjee rejected 30, the most. But none pardoned terrorists, rejecting Parliament attacker Afzal Guru's mercy petition in 2003, Azmal Kasab's, the November 2006 Mumbai attacker's plea, and Yaqub Memon's, family member of those responsible for the Mumbai blasts. Powers of pardon exist with most heads of state. US President Donald Trump gave 143 pardons in his 4 years, while Obama granted 153 commutations and 78 pardons from the 36,000 requests he received during his 2 terms. Charles Sobhraj walked free in Nepal after spending 19 years in jail for 2 murders. Wait for our story on his life. And being a French citizen, had to leave Nepal. Likewise, Murugan and the others, being Sri Lankan nationals, have been sent to a special refugee camp in Tiruchirappalli to await deportation. Many life convicts and murderers see a ray of light with these judgments and are now filing similar petitions asking to be freed. They killed 11 people. I killed only one. Release me, says the 80-year-old wife killer Swami Shraddhanand, in jail since April 1994 without even a single day of parole. Punjab's Shiromani Akali Dal is demanding the release of the killer of its Chief Minister Byan Singh. Commuting a death sentence to life imprisonment might still be acceptable, but is the Supreme Court overreaching its power by freeing a terrorist? Nalini now plans to go to the UK with her husband Murugan and live with her daughter, who wants her parents
to be with her forever.
But how right is it that the killers of a Prime Minister of a nation are freed without even a public apology from the perpetrators? Do post your comments. Bisbo's limerick. They came in stealthily to kill a man, an easy target in a foreign land. A desperate bid, oh what they did. Now they walk free, but the crime still stands. You will also find these sources listed in our video description section.